I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative, I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go.
Welcome back again to Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again to Tuesday Night Talks. Every Tuesday night on Dave's Dimension, the home for your tech, toys, and talk, and of course, the home for chaos and insanity. Every Tuesday night, we do a live stream. We welcome other content creators, whether you have YouTube, Kick, Twitch, wherever you do live streams, Facebook, or even if you have an Etsy store. This is where we bring you on and help you cross-promote across all the crazy interwebs and social medias. This week is no different. I'm having a good friend of mine, and I do say good friend. I've known this guy for actually a couple of years now, since I joined YouTube. Came across this guy on the Sleeping Collectibles infamous hangouts. And ever since then, me and this guy have hung out. We've become friends. We've gamed together. We laughed. We've cried, mostly crying at Fortnite. But without further ado, I want to welcome the one, the only, the master of Gunpla, the master of Gundam, and the master of raging out on video games. Welcome, KOULDBAYNEGAMES.
I like that last part, Dave. How's it going, everybody? Dave, thank you for having me on tonight, by the way. I appreciate this.
Of course. Now, KOULDBAYNE does literally everything I just said. He's done just about everything. He's done unboxing reviews of his tasty treats, all his awesome snacks. He's gotten from all various friends from across the world, and subscription boxes, of course. As you can see right behind him, he is an avid fan of everything. You can see his Zelda shield, or his Legend of Zelda shield right there. Yep. I should say Link's shield. We can see his face hugger. He collects just about everything. Now, his channel isn't a main focus of collecting, but it is a main focus on video gaming. He does several live streams, and I do mean several live streams a week, rotating schedules. And also, if you see right to his left, you can see some plastic little what we call
runners, sprues.
Runners. Basically, if you ever bought a model kit and get those plastic sheets where you kind of have to pop the parts off, that's what those are, because he has his Gunpla hanger. If you're ever put together a Gundam kit, a model kit of any kind, that's what Aaron does during his Gunpla hanger. Gundam is originally called Gunpla. Gundam Plastics,
Yeah.
Gunpla. There you guys go.
Yeah.
And this guy has built so many, we're not talking like 20 or 30. Maybe 20 or 30 100 kits.
Well, not quite that many yet, but I've done about
hundreds of kits.
Probably about 140, about 150, 160 that I've built. So yeah.
So
I've got some experience.
Aaron's definitely all over the place. He does his Gundam hanger. He does. I mean, let's take a look at some of the games you've done this past year alone.
Hey, Whiter Spawn.
Elden Ring.
Yes,
which I think was your most rageous game you ever played.
No. There's been other ones. Elden Ring was it's stinky. Duff. It's stinky after I wear it.
You got Duff Man popping up in the chat. We got Whiter Spawn.
Yep.
And hello.
Whiter Spawn's one of my favorites. He's one of the newer members of this community and just a lot of fun to talk with. There's Mirage. Yep. There's our other Gunpla brother. Nerd affiliated. What's up?
There we go. Archer in the house saying what's up, everyone.
Archer, how's it going?
We even have the Sasquatch.
Blue Sasquatch.
Where's my pizza, Blue? Where's my pizza?
One of our Fortnite brethren right there. Duff.
Everyone's saying hello to everybody else. Hello, Dave. How are you? Please be gentle on him. Oh, I'm not salacious. Okay, there's no kind of manhandling or KOULDBAYNE handling happening here. Mad Max meets Fallout, chasing wins in Fortnite.
Shared one of my Fortnite streams.
There you go. Now, Aaron does on Friday nights. He does Fortnite. Fortnite's been very spicy as of lately, so it has been a bit salty.
It's been frustrating.
I actually see. if you're doing solos, I think the cars can kind of help a little bit. Because I played one round where I got down to number 3.
Yeah.
And it was the storm that took me out. But I mean, yeah, it is a bit frustrating. I mean, with the mechanics.
Yeah, it's this season is not.
They should make it where
good.
Where if you have guns on the vehicle and you're a solo person in there,
yeah,
they should have like an automatic AI that does the shooting for you or something. I don't know.
Either that or just like nerf the car down. Just slowed it down.
Yeah, I mean, come on, yeah, make it action movie rules. 1 bullet. Salacious.
I love you, Duff.
See, I'm not a Kowakian monkey lizard from another galaxy, so yeah.
I tried to show Salacious my jiggly bits, and he said, "No, Mr. Aaron, don't do that, no." Rolando.
I actually saw a distant cousin of his this weekend, in a not so healthy looking Java.
I was about to say it wasn't suspicious Ron, was it?
No, and it wasn't Billy either.
Yeah,
but so Aaron has done just about, I'd say almost everything. He's done he's done violent food challenges.
Oh God, yeah. So I've done the surströmming challenge, and that one right there. Oh, there is.
What was that chip?
Oh, the one chip challenge.
Yeah.
Andy, you're just in time. We are just getting warmed up. But the one chip challenge. So little backstory behind that. I had been kind of planning to do something with like the one chip, and I hadn't bought one yet. Well, they became scarce because everybody was doing it because it was popular on YouTube, and it was kind of funny because like I finally buy one off of Amazon. I wasn't trying to get it off of Amazon, but I bought it, and we did the Fortnite thing. Y'all got me to my subscriber goal that I was aiming for that, and I bit into it. And when I bit into it, the chip was stale. So like the whole time I'm just chewing and trying to get this thing down. Because, with a regular chip, when you bite into it, if it's not stale, it's just going to kind of like, it becomes soft.
Yeah.
It becomes palatable. This thing, you had to chew on it. So therefore, that heat was getting stuck in my mouth for longer, and then also going down and causing a lot of problems here. And I literally, I had to like find a way to keep myself breathing without losing, because I was having the esophageal spasms that you get.
Oh yeah, you were dying on screen with that.
I mean, I was downing everything I could drink, and nothing was helping.
He did that live, guys, and he literally.
It was one of the most miserable experiences I've ever done in my life, and I can handle heat, but there was something wrong with it.
As an asthmatic, I was feeling your pain because I could hear the heaving, the wheeziness. You were in dire straits.
I mean, I ended up having to like throw it up, or try to throw it up, but my body wouldn't let me do it because my throat was closed. My throat wasn't closing; it was just, it was like, no, we want nothing else in there.
It was like, your throat just wasn't working anymore. It was like, we're on strike.
Yeah, everything about that chip was just the worst. Like,
there you go. We got Fig Fever in the house.
Fig Fever, how's it going? But
one of the best guys around, right there.
Yeah.
Now, Aaron, you've done a lot of different subscription boxes. What do you used to call them? Tasty treats?
I did a series called Tasty Tests, and I started that out.
Tasty Tests, yeah.
So that actually goes back to the beginning of the channel. Like Tasty Test itself was a beginning of the channel stage, and the reason why is because the name of the channel is KOULDBAYNE Games. I've always thought about shortening it back to KOULDBAYNE at that point in time, but when I was doing Tasty Tests, like the subscription boxes that we would get, they were a lot of fun, but that was one of the first things I did because I couldn't do gaming content on my channel. My laptop that I'd been using for recording had just failed miserably. I was having a hard time getting anything recorded that looked okay, that didn't look jumpy and didn't sound horrible. I didn't really have a recording setup that like I do now. Which I would show you all my recording setup, but this room is a storage room as well, so it's tight quarters.
Preaching to the choir right here, man.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us are that way.
But Yeah, it was one of those things that like I started doing toy unboxings, I started doing food reviews, and I started doing crafts. And I brought on, Will, who's a big member of this community.
Yeah.
I brought on Will's sister. She was wanting to do it because Will wasn't into all of that stuff, but she was kind of into it. So in the earlier seasons, you'll start seeing Katie pop in there, which I know she's probably not watching right now because she's got a lot going on. But if she is, hey Katie. Katie was one of she was a valuable member of this team, and it just when she helped me kind of figure out like what to do craft wise, what to do food wise, and we had fun with that. But those food boxes got expensive. Like they would steadily go up in price each quarter, and it was like, do I really want to spend?
I think it was that way with almost any subscription box.
Yeah,
I mean, it was when subscription boxes were first coming out, it was kind of like a cool craze.
Yeah,
like I did the Loot Crate and the Nerd Blocks, and then they started doing like, oh, you don't just have Nerd Block, you have Sci-Fi Block, you have Horror Block. They were kind of, and then I think the market itself or the fad itself got so oversaturated because that a lot of them went out of business. I mean, don't get me wrong, they had cool stuff, but yeah.
And that was the thing is like with Loot Crate, I did Loot Crate for a little while, and I mean I got it because they had an alien crate that I really wanted. And fun fact, that big face hugger you see right there, that NECA face hugger you see behind me, I got that for less than the cost of that it was. It was it was in a $50 box with a T-shirt, some enamel pins, a ball cap, like a trucker cap for the Covenant movie, and that face hugger was part of it. So I was happy to get that. And White Spawn, you hadn't missed much. Not much. There. Yeah. But, getting back to what I was telling you about Tasty Test, it got to the point where we were just, hey, Maven, how's it going? But we were just grinding through some stuff and just making content, and I got burnt out. I seriously got burnt out with the Tasty Test stuff. So I ended up diving into really pushing myself to get back into gaming because that was my passion. Yeah, what's up? And after that, yep. And I got burned by one of those boxes to the point that after I got burned, I was furious about it. I paid for a year subscription for Nerd Block. I don't know if you remember Nerd Block, Dave.
Yeah, I subscribed. I subscribed to them, but I was the one of those people that only did the monthly.
Yeah, so I did a year because I bought it for content.
You were like, hey, this is content. I'm all in. Yeah, let's go for it.
And I got an email one day that said, hey, we're running behind on shipping your latest one. Just give us some time. And it was supposed to be I think it was like a Gundam themed block. And no, that was another group. But anyway, it was the sci-fi block. I bought the sci-fi block. So here I am just, waiting for this block, and it doesn't show. And I reached out to them, no answer. Finally, I get an email like several weeks later. We have folded. We filed for bankruptcy. I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah, a lot of people were left holding a bag on that one.
Yeah, and so I was frustrated. I was furious, but apparently some company bought them out and made good on what everybody was owed. So they gave everybody credit to like Sideshow Collectibles and other stores like that. And to me, that made up for it, because I got a pretty cool stormtrooper, like a chrome stormtrooper from them. But I recently had the same issue with Loot Crate, and that's where my final one was burned out. It was a Gundam themed Loot Crate. There were like 3. There was supposed to be like 4 Loot Crates.
Loot Crate's still around somehow. I don't know how.
Somehow it's not worth it. It totally wasn't worth it. The Gundam one was nice because it came with like shirts and cups and all that. And I got my first one, got my second one, got my third one, and I was waiting on the fourth one. And I pre-ordered it, and they ended up refunding my money.
Well, what's hilarious, I just pulled up Loot Crate while we were talking about that.
Yeah.
And not for nothing, these are repeats.
Yeah.
This shirt was like from 5 or 6 years ago. This is just a different variant of Deadpool.
Yeah.
We have this one where it's a red suit and the explosion happening.
Yeah.
This this Venom mug I had. This goes back like maybe 7 years ago when I worked.
Yeah.
When I was
It's
when
not
I
worth.
had that
It's
at my job when I worked for Spectrum. The glasses, these sunglasses, I gifted them to like I think my brother or something at the time. They threw
Yeah.
a comic book in here, and this is a bottle opener that they're using as a keychain.
Yeah.
I had that years ago, and then you get like this is probably like a child size backpack. In all honesty, so I mean, it's not anything refreshing. It's kind of like if you ever went to Think Geek,
Yeah.
it's like if
Yeah,
you
I love thinking.
if you clearance Think Geek and send it to like Ollie's or Ross, this is these are the items you would find.
Pretty much.
This is stuff that's like 6-7 years old, but that's the thing. It's like some of these shirt designs, yes, you would go crazy for.
Yeah. I mean, the shirts were nice, but
this shirt, I actually have that shirt. I have this on my Back to the Future shelf right there.
Yeah.
I mean, they try and get the fandoms, but yeah, it's like $40 here.
Yeah.
35 here, and it's
not,
nice
not,
in concept, but a lot of stuff is stuff that's been out for
anymore.
years.
It's not worth it anymore.
No, it's not.
And Andy, you are right that I did get the 3 crates I did get. I got the 3 mugs. I got RX-78 mug, I got the Wing mug, and I got the Haro mug. Those were the 3 I got.
Okay. Bree is asking, which gunman is your favorite?
Gundam. Favorite Gundam.
Gundam.
Yeah, favorite Gundam is Death Scythe. I love the Death Scythe. I grew up a Wing fan. And makes me the Gundam community really riffs on Wing now, and I mean I can see why. The acting was not the greatest. It literally had a story that was rushed, and but
I still love the mobile suits from Gundam.
I do too. I mean, growing up and not experiencing Gundam till Wing, because we didn't get Wing, and we didn't get Gundam in America unless you went to one of those stores that could, until Toonami.
Oh yeah,
and, back in I'd come home from school and my sister would watch Sailor Moon. I would watch Outlaw Star, not Cowboy Bebop. That wasn't on there.
I loved Outlaw Star.
Outlaw Star, Rurouni Kenshin. I would watch Gundam Wing.
Yes.
Gundam Wing was
yes, I have. Superhero stuff Gap brings up. I've heard of them.
Yeah, so Death Scythe is a I know you are, Mirage. But if you ever look up Death Scythe, Bree, it's one of my favorites just by the design alone. And then the fact that it becomes Death Scythe Hell, and then you get the Endless Waltz, which looked really, really sick for that time.
Yeah, it did. I mean, that's for those that don't know, basically it's think of like anyone who's watching this who might not be aware of Gundam, think of like Voltron. Okay, you had the robotic 5 lions, and then they came together to form one big massive robot. Okay, think of the size of Voltron is one Gundam. Okay, they're these mobile suits that only one person is piloting, and you're fighting. Okay, so instead of like you physically fighting another guy, you're in kind of a armored. Think of an armored bodied tank that you're fighting bad guys with, and everyone's using these. Of course, the Gundams are the most powerful mobile suits you'll find. It's just fun. Well, I mean, for the most part,
Zeon did put up a good front. They did put up a good front. There was some. You got some of the new type stuff early.
They dropped a colony on someone.
If there's not a colony trying to be dropped on it, it's not a Gundam show. That's clear. Death Scythe was a great first.
There you go,
by the way.
Archer. That was his first.
I remember when Gundam Wing had come out to America, and I went to Walmart of all places to go get the kits because that was the only place that really sold them. And I got that Death Scythe kit, the MG-1100 kit. Andy said it best: colony or asteroid. If you're not doing that, it's not a Gundam series. Which for Mercury should have dropped a colony. It got a 10 from me.
Well, since Archer built the Death Scythe at one point in time, I think a future episode of Gunpla Hanger, you might need to invite him on.
Yeah, Archer. Anytime you want to come join, just pop on in. And I've always got room for guests in the hangar. So
And Aaron does invite people who are not building Gundams. If you have a kit of any kind, or
Yeah,
hell,
if you build
he's had
Legos,
me
if you
pop on with some Legos before. So
you build Legos, if you build any kind of
Yeah.
model kit, the hangar's open to anybody wanting to build.
And honestly, his hangar it's a chill place. I mean, yes, he is live
Speaking
stream.
of pilots, Michael Reed just jumped in. Andy's been in it before
Oh,
too.
there you go.
I've had Andy,
Michael
I've
Reed's
had you, I've had Michael Reed, I've had so many amazing builders in that group.
Michael Reed, just so you know, this is not a doghouse protocol, so just beware. We are streaming both on Facebook and YouTube. He knows what I mean when I say that. It's a joke between him, me, and a few people with Vader's girl when she does her puzzle streams.
Yeah. Ooh,
But
that's a good question.
But I mean, they're very chill streams. It's just a couple people just hanging out. It happens to be streams on YouTube. You know, it's a very relaxed, chill atmosphere. You know, your egos are checked at the door. It's just a fun hangout stream. It's mellow. It's relaxing. Gundam and just model building itself, is relaxing.
I love it. It's
just don't drop a piece in your carpet, otherwise you're
underneath your computer as you're building. What inspired me? So fun fact is, I had been in a channel before. I had been in a channel, and it was.
There you go, Andy.
Yeah, there you go, Andy. Yeah, come on back. You're always welcome in the hangar. So what inspired me? Yeah, that is true. That is true, Mirage. That is the quintessential rules there. But one of the things that inspired me to start making content was I really love playing video games, and I really have always been someone that wanted to entertain. I've always been someone to light up a room whenever I walk into it. Not trying to be center of attention here, but
he hits the light switch when he walks in.
I walk in and I have to tell jokes in the morning. I have to make people laugh because the world sucks. At least try to make someone's day better with a laugh, and that's one of the things. That's one of the things I've been doing, and that's why I do that, is because I wanted to entertain. So I sat down and I thought about it, and I talked with Jen about it, and I started off with a friend of mine, and we created a channel called Triforce of Chaos. And Triforce of Chaos was fun, but creative differences. We had differences of opinions on where we wanted to go with this, and life just kind of found a way to separate our interests, and I brought my half with me and continued on with Gunpla Hanger, and continued on with my videos of Outside the Box, Tasty Tests, Thrifty Thursdays, and then I got back into gaming again after a while because I'd burnt myself out gaming. I really had burnt myself out with Triforce of Chaos, and again, nothing negative. I have nothing just negative to say about that whole situation. It was just a change. It was just a change.
Life changes.
Yeah,
and, you just kind of roll with them.
Yeah, So, as I tell people, I'm doing my first con as a channel. I have been part of a con table before, and I want to be open and honest about that. With Triforce of Chaos, and it was after that con that I kind of just sat there and thought, what am I doing? What am I doing with this channel? And am I really putting any effort into this channel? Am I really, am I part of the show, or am I part of the team? And my co-host, who was a good friend of mine at the time, me and him had talked about it, and I was like, I don't feel like I'm bringing my best with this. So retooled, flipped it around a little bit, got myself back on track, and here we are today, almost at 1,500 subscribers, and dressing up like a Teletubby to entertain you guys.
Now, I was going to ask, what is one of your favorite games of all time? But you already answered that question. Your previous channel was called Triforce, so and obviously the Legend of Zelda Shield behind you kind of tells us that one of your favorite games of all time. I mean, I've seen you stream several Legend of Zelda sequel games over the past couple of years. So I mean, we know that's a big favorite of yours.
Exactly. So growing up, I had the Atari 2600, and I had the Nintendo, Super Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
We had the Sega Genesis, but I remember as a kid playing on the Nintendo and watching my dad play the Adventures of Link. We never got the original one until later on. But we played Adventures of Link, and I used to love the music in it. I used to laugh at the I am error character. You walk in the house and there's this guy that looks like me going, I am error. And I thought about dressing up as error one day. Yes, Blue, we know you play Fortnite on your Atari.
Yeah.
That's why you're such a good shot, is because you shoot giant blocks at them. Yeah. Yeah, my dad was a techie, Mirage. So that was one of the things he worked hard to get us these consoles, and next thing you know, it was like, it was giving me nostalgia in childhood that we never had. Zelda and Willow. I never played Willow. I should go back and play that. But yeah,
I'm gonna answer this real quick. What is my beloved building kit of my childhood? If you're because I know you were talking about Legos earlier. I didn't have kits. We had like the regular Legos, and you just kind of like use your own imagination to build.
Yeah.
So as far as like Legos, now as a complete grown adult, one of I have to say it's a tie right now. And anyone that knows me is gonna roll their eyes at me, but it's the DeLorean from Back to the Future, and it's the Ghostbusters Ecto-1 from Afterlife. Those are probably two of my favorite kits because they were just a fun build. And it wasn't like a build like, 2 hours and you're done. It took several days. And those are the fun kits. Now, as far as Gundam, I love Heavy Arms. I love Heavy Arms,
God,
and I also love Barbados from Iron Blooded Orphans. Those are probably two of my favorite Gundam kits. I still want to. I kind of want to get another Heavy Arms, but I want to get the extra armament kits.
Yeah, I will say if you're looking for something that it will give you that same feeling, that the Supernova series of third-party kits are very good, and they add a ton of stuff. Like there's Heavy Arms with Heavy Arms is loaded in that one.
But we also know that third-party kits can be a cautionary tales. And that's directly from KOULDBAYNE Games.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's been times I've been
the kit that shall not be names. But let's see here. Let's catch up a little bit. We got a KOULDBAYNE. Me and my older brother have ZX Spectrum and some consoles with yellow cartridges.
That's cool.
I wish we still had our Nintendo cartridges because we had the gold Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, I had both the gold Legends of Zelda and the Adventures of Link. One of the best moments or funniest moments from playing a video game. Ooh, so I gotta say it's hard to pick one. It really is hard to pick one, but one of my most memorable moments is from a recent stream of playing Armored Core 6 and just finally taking down Balteus after struggling so hard. The reaction is there, guys, and if you watch that reaction of me beating him, my face was red. I was so angry, and when he went down, I just jumped up and I stared into the camera with this look of just pure I did it. But funniest moment is there's several. There are several there that I could name. There's one of my favorite moments. This is one of my favorite moments, and I've made a short of it. Is when we were playing Fortnite one night. It was me.
I know Blue, the one you're talking about.
Doppel, futuristic.
The truck
scene. Yeah. So Doppel is dressed up as a xenomorph in that.
For those that don't know, Xenomorph is the alien from Aliens.
So he's dressed up in a xenomorph. He's dressed up in the xenomorph skin, and Doppel's trying to pick. He's sitting there picking us up. I'm in a xenomorph skin as well, and I'm looking at Doppel. Doppel's looking at me, and a Mack truck, a semi truck, just comes over and bam hits Doppel. Doppel goes flying, and all I could do was laugh at that point. And then another funny moment is from Sea of Thieves recently, where first night we're playing, I grab one of the gunpowder barrels, trying to put it down, and I hit the wrong button. And you just hear me scream, "How do I turn it off? How do I stop it? How do I stop it? How do I stop it?" And boom.
How about that time we were playing Helldivers 2?
Oh
and
my God.
Noah? I'm like, I don't think you should be standing that close. He's like, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, and all of a sudden,
splat.
Bam. I guess you're right.
But and see, guys, that's some of the fun stuff you'll find with KOULDBAYNE Games. Now, I want to show you guys a couple things here. Let me just fix this real quick. We'll stop the screen. And let me go ahead and show this now.
So Zelda came in gold or gray, depending on when the releases were done, but it was mostly the gold carts.
So as you guys see at the bottom of the screen, we have scrolling. I want you guys to go check out all the links in the video description below. Please subscribe to KOULDBAYNE Games. He is on the road to 1,500. Now, we have 11 people watching right now. So if any of you are not subscribed to KOULDBAYNE, I want you guys to do me a strong favor. Go to the description below. You're going to find all of his links.
Yeah.
Not just his YouTube, his Twitter, Instagram, everything, Facebook, even his merch store on tee.pub. Everything's right there. But as you can see, he has his Fortnite streams. He just did the final showdown, Majora's Mask finale.
Yep, I just beat that today, and normally those have been getting those have been doing really well for me lately. Yep. It starts off kind of slow and then just takes off after like a day or two.
And of course, he has now we're doing a monthly, once a month, Dungeons and Dragons stream on a Sunday.
And you guys are loving that so much that I've been talking with DJ, and I've been talking with the crew and Dave. I wanted to bring that to you as well. That I'm thinking about moving it to Wednesdays and making it weekly.
Okay.
Yeah, if that would be something that would be doable.
As long as schedules permit, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he does Fallout.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, he does everything.
And Fallout is how Wider Spawn down there found the channel. I mean, I play a lot of different things. There's Sea of Thieves. There's my Duffman video. So every time Duffman pops up in my chat, we get a dancing squirrel for him because of a running gag.
So I apologize. There are no running squirrels on Dave's Dimension, but
I beat
KOULDBAYNE also does. He doesn't do now everything. He does a lot of live streams, but he will do some recorded plays, like he did Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach finale. I mean, he's done so many different styles of games. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you're going to be whoa. That's not. You are going to be doing Jedi Survivor.
Yes. So first video is recorded and is waiting out. It will be out on 4th of July. So for those of you that are home with nothing to do, come watch it, guys. It's an hour-long video. I'm trying to go through and play. There was really not a whole lot of places to hit a save point there.
I have yet to play that, but I've seen the streams. I enjoyed Fallen Order. I loved it. Seriously, I'm waiting for them to take Cal Kestis and bring him into full live action, not just a game. But
I would love that as well. I don't know how that'll work, like how well that'll translate, but I'm hoping it will.
But even if they did like a 5-episode run,
I would love a Cal Kestis like mini series.
I think limited shows would be good. I haven't watched Acolyte, and we're not going to get into Acolyte either.
I haven't had time. I want to give it a shot, though. I'm always willing to give a show a shot.
Well, I'm going to wait for everyone to kind of, all the social media mavens to kind of like shred it apart like they are right now. And I'm going to stream it like on a weekend or two.
Yeah.
And
just like Andor. Everybody loved Andor, and I can't watch it. It's so dry.
I enjoyed it because it was a different kind of Star Wars. See, Star Wars doesn't necessarily have to be in the stars. It could just take place on a planet. Yeah. And honestly, it got really good towards the end. That's the thing. It was a little bit of a slow take, but and again, a lot of Star Wars TV shows have slow starts.
Yeah.
Book of Boba Fett. Such a slow start. It didn't get good until until Mandalorian showed up in the second last episode.
I enjoyed Book of Boba Fett all the way through. Like I really enjoyed it.
I did, but I can get where people felt it was a little dry.
Yeah.
Andor, little bit slow. Even Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
Kenobi was a little bit of a slow burn, slow start, rubbed people the wrong
Again,
way.
that was another
Yeah.
series I got into was
Oh,
Obi-Wan.
I loved it because you got to see him kind of completely defeated.
Yeah.
You know, I
Ahsoka was
enjoyed
really
kind
good
of
to
seeing
me.
him slowly getting back to who he should be.
Yeah.
We got Cobweb Collector
Hey,
in
Kyle,
chat.
how's it going?
Witherspoon put, because I love Fallout series, everything around that, and no, I don't mean
Fallout 76 is a
Fallout
bad game.
76. Just people not understand the roles in game. Yeah,
Yeah. It took
get
a
that with
little
a
while.
few game developers like Sony. Sony's notorious. They were going to launch a Spider-Man game that would have allowed you to play multiple Spider-Man in one's kind of think of like the Into the Spider-Verse, but in
Yeah.
a video game platform. And right before they finished it, they scrapped it because they wanted to focus on other games, and those games are ones that are not necessarily succeeding right now.
Yeah.
So, you're going to see that just about everywhere. Yeah, Michael says start slow, but getting better with every week. But also, Coldbane's on Twitter, or should we call it the X?
No, I still say Twitter.
I still say Twitter. I don't say Twitter. I say Twitter because some of the people on there are twits. But we have him on, of course, on Twitter.
Yeah,
we also have him on the Facebook.
Yep,
so you guys can go ahead and follow him on Facebook. Just type in Coldbane Games, and that'll bring you directly to his page where you'll see his latest and greatest thumbnails. He's been playing X Defiant on Monday nights.
God, I love that game.
Dre the Collector Safe Space, and a whole host of others. You guys have been killing it. For me, it just seems like I tried playing it one day. Like I downloaded it.
Very fast paced.
It's fast and it is rough, especially if you're just one person.
Yeah, if you're not in a squad where you can communicate, you're not going to have fun.
Yeah, it feels like if someone took the finals and then they like Vice City'd it. They just kind of like.
I always compare it to like Call of Duty meets like Overwatch in a way. It's very much like Overwatch and very much like Call of Duty. Yakuza 5, but Spider-Man, yeah.
Yep. He knows what I'm talking about. Let's catch up here.
Alan. There we go. There's a local. Alan.
There you go.
Yeah, me and Alan about to have our first time in a con, so
yeah,
Alan's been.
I'm sure you guys are gonna have a blast.
Yeah, so this is a local con that we're part of, and I'm excited for it, man. It's like I said, it's my first time hosting a table locally, and as myself, as my channel.
And that's the thing. It's like going to a con as a guest is one thing.
Yeah.
Being a part of actually being a part of a booth, whether you're selling something or you're there to kind of like in my case, I'm part of a team that does fundraising.
Yeah.
So, the interaction with people just walking by is just awesome. And you kind of have a spot where you can have your bags and your gear and your stuff. You kind of just stay in one spot, which is kind of nice.
Yeah,
like you have a home base, but it's completely different, and I think you guys are gonna have a blast.
It's gonna be fun.
And plus, from your perspective, if you have like cell phones or tablets, you can set one up and just record people coming by and do like a time lapse video and all different kinds of stuff.
I mean, that's one of the things I planned on doing was doing some streaming, maybe even just doing some meet and greets and all that, and having videos play in the background. I've got to get something to do that. So that's gonna be the fun part. But I think we'll get a laptop.
Depending on reception. I mean, you could always.
They're giving us access to their internet.
Yeah,
service,
depending on how good their Wi-Fi is, right?
It's
I've
fairly
been to
decent.
some cons, not so much.
This one's gonna be fairly decent from what I've been.
So told, you could always just have make a playlist of your playthroughs and just
I've got a playlist and I've got a playlist of my Let's Plays that I'm gonna have running in the background.
Maybe let people watch you choke on that one chip.
God, no more. I don't want them to run away and think, "Oh, this guy's crazy."
He's having flashbacks.
I want them to find out I want them to find out just how fool I am. But
of course, he's rocking the Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
You guys are loving that.
Oh, I love Sea of Thieves is one of my favorites. I'm so glad they ported that over to
Reload.
DS. Yes. Reload it wasn't bad. It's definitely it's sweaty. It's sweaty.
Reload is like it's that reprieve because you don't have to deal with the cars.
But if you don't mind me tooting the con's horn a little bit here and just talking about it. So
talk about Chisai-con.
Yeah, Chisai-con is definitely gonna be something that's gonna be fun for a lot of my local low country South Carolinians, and especially even your travelers out there that want to come to a small con with a lot of local artists. This would be a great way to kind of meet some.
Do you have an advertisement for that on your Facebook page?
Right there.
There we go. Okay, so
Chisai-con. Yeah, that was the post about me coming to Chisai-con.
So let's go directly to their Facebook page.
It's July 20th at 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. in Walterboro, South Carolina, at the Artist Hub at the Ace Basin, and that's kind of right there in that downtown Walterboro. Mm-hmm. Downtown Walterboro. If you've ever seen the movie Radio,
yes,
you've seen downtown Walterboro in the shops and stuff that were up there.
Take a look at some of the craziness. Like Aaron was telling me about off camera about the cosplay bowling.
Yeah, we're doing cosplay
both Friday
bowling on the
and
19th.
Saturday.
Yep,
that's awesome.
The Saturday one will be like an early morning one, so it'll be a lot of fun. We've got a few people that make some art that are going to be there. It's going to be really cool. So, and it's run by an amazing person she's planning this stuff pretty much solo mio. It's her by herself. There's Retro Rev Arcade, a great place if you want to go play some of the old arcade machines from our childhood.
So if you guys are in the area, you'd be doing yourselves a massive disservice by not checking this out. And Retro Games, if you're into anything and any kind of craft, especially, look, we got some rooms right there. It looks like little Tanagachis. We got tons of, just vintage awesomeness all over the place.
Craft is she's wonderful. I've met her in person, and she's such a wonderful artist.
So definitely check it out, guys. You can also follow Chisai-con on Instagram.
Yeah.
Right there. So there you go. I'm not even in the area, and I'm going to follow them right now, guys. You guys should be doing the very same thing.
Yeah, because it's going to be a yearly thing. It's growing. As you can see there, we've got all kinds of artists that are going to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Of course, cosplay.
Yeah. So that's some of the older ones, but you see the Red Power Ranger there?
Yep.
That's a buddy of mine. His name's Ryan. I want to give Ryan a shout out for that because he's going to be dressed up as Deadpool this week, or not this week, but this month. We've been joking about like different Deadpools he could dress up as. Ryan pops up in my chats a lot of times. You'll see him as Ryan cosplay. Dude's an amazing cosplayer, and he inspired me to do my Bane. So,
yeah, Andy, I'm in the same boat because I'm in New York State myself. I'm right outside Buffalo.
Well, I will definitely give fair warning for all of you next year when it's happening again. I think it's going to be one of my home cons that I'll try to hit up more. I'm trying to spread my wings a little bit, guys. But you guys, I tell everybody, they got to help me get there.
But speaking of Instagram, of course, there he is on Instagram too. Aaron is everywhere. He even has his own Discord as well. So he is all over the place. All you guys have to do is go to his channel, or better yet, just go to the video description below, right below you. You're going to find all of his links right there. Obviously his Instagram, and Aaron's been killing it with these thumbnails.
Yeah. So
you've seriously been killing it with them.
I've been playing around with different apps and stuff like that to help me kind of design them and get them a little better. There's my beard oil that I use right there, right above the Gunpla hanger one. His
Gunpla hanger one, which I really love this one.
Look at who's in the chat right now, guys. Let's take a minute to say hello to the king of toy goodies himself, Sleeping Collectibles.
Listen, if it wasn't for you sleeping, we wouldn't even be hanging out right now.
Exactly.
This is the guy. His
he brought
Saturday night hangouts
together on the fireside chat.
We need another fireside chat. It's summer. People have fire pits. Come on,
that should be a thing.
We need to make that happen.
Fire pit chats.
Hypothetically, I could throw anything up in the background.
Yeah.
We could have a fire going on. I could make this See, I got a little animated video. We can do a little fire
Yeah,
background. We'll just do a hangout. Make it happen, people. Come on.
but
It's just a thing you could do.
most of these thumbnails, and I'll tell you right now, he said 5 thumbs in the chat, and he'll do one.
Okay, guys, 5 thumbs in the chat. So that's 5 thumbs, guys.
Let me get in there.
But while Aaron is doing that, yes, he is Aaron, but he's better known as KBG or Coldbane Games. He's got his own tee.pub shop, guys.
Yeah, I do. So there's my merch shop, guys. That's all the designs you see.
There you go. 1, 2, 3,
yep,
4,
sleeping. I guess
5,
you're going to need
6,
to do a fireside chat
6.
soon, brother.
That's 6 right there. But let's take a look at some of his. He's got some pretty cool designs. No Witnesses, which is a reference to our Fortnite.
Every time we get a knock, no Witnesses.
Team Meat Shield.
It's a reference to the fact that we're always taking the hits.
Shield. I do love this one.
That was actually a design based on one of the quotes you used, Dave. The Gundam.
Yeah, because I called you the Gundam.
Really sleeping. Thank you. So you see the mascot here in the middle of the Gundam and the Gunpla Hanger pilot shirts. That's Belsnickel. That is the mascot that came from me playing Fall Guys enough to where I had to build it.
There's your Gundam Hanger.
Yep. But
that's another good one.
But Belsnickel himself is a mascot you will see several times throughout my videos. He's actually designed by the person who's running Chisai-Con. Magical Nico Notes herself, Tracy Chan. And she asked me if I wanted a mascot done, and I said, yeah, sure. I'll is it okay if I use them like that? If I use them for merch? She goes, yeah. So I definitely want to give her a shout out where shout outs are due. She's been one of my longtime friends. You guys have probably heard her in some of my videos. She played Baldur's Gate with us not too long ago. Get Doinked is a reference to Final Fantasy VIII.
Some of these shirts are deep dive jokes from his community. So if you don't necessarily get it, like
there's the hockey stick shirt from Lord Have Mercy. In fact, in Latin it says Lord Have Mercy. The Wolf Pack. That's from me playing Fall Guys.
Beef Mode.
That was from our British friend Jade. And then, of course, if you scroll down a little more, Dave, you get Floosh, the nightclub in The Sims. Floosh was a nightclub we created in The Sims for all of our viewers out there, so they could enjoy some nice toilet humor.
Is Floosh coming back?
So I am working on a Sims live stream eventually. We will revisit Floosh. I've just got to find time. I've really got to find time.
And of course, we have the Coulldbane Games logo.
Yep. In fact, I need to update that merch because the logo has been updated since then. But and I want something that's going to look
this logo.
Yeah. So you see that logo, and then I also have a logo with a nice like cyberpunk kind of futuristic background. That's going to go on a shirt soon.
Awesome.
And then you have this year's shirt or this year's theme, which is Out of This World. Most of my stuff, as you've noticed, has had space themes to it lately. A sci-fi space theme. That is Belsnickel piloting his UFO.
Now, guys, don't forget tee.pub isn't just t-shirts. You can get this on tank tops. I mean, literally, you can get it on kids' apparel.
Yeah, there's even accessories. You can even get it on travel mugs, guys. They have a pretty awesome
coats,
print,
phone cases,
print around travel mug.
Ball caps.
Yeah,
that's a thing now, guys. So don't forget magnets for your fridge.
Yeah,
home goods.
Yeah, there's your mugs.
Coffee cup.
And if you're looking for a travel mug, click on the mug, and it'll take you to like different cups that they have. You see where it says coffee mug over there on the right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, travel mug. There you go. You can get a travel mug that's actually really nice. I need to get me one. I need to get me one with that print because I want that.
I think everyone in the chat needs that.
Millennium Workshop, what's up?
Rex and Effects.
But yeah, that's my little merch shop. And most of the designs you see on there, and even most of the thumbnail stuff you see, is all done through me. Just I've been playing around with, and I know this is kind of a for some people, but I'm not really a great artist when it comes down to it. I take the pictures that I get and put them together, but I'm using AI to actually play around and help design my thumbnails a little bit, help kind of tweak them.
I know that there's a lot of controversy with AI, but
Yeah.
fact of the matter is AI is everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, we've had AI for a long time. It's nothing new.
Technically, anyone who's ever used Google, that's a form of AI. It's just you're not used to it.
But I take that AI image and I adjust it, and then I go and play around in like my thumbnail making app, and that's what really helps me out with making like the thumbnail better.
Yep, there you go.
And Witherspoon, they ship internationally. Yeah. They ship internationally.
So yeah, and right now this is a sale. They have 16% off.
Yeah, Sleeping. Just let me know a day. Let me know a day, and I'll talk with the missus.
He'll book a fireside chat. Would you like to be on for a conversation? I highly recommend that.
Yeah, definitely. We could do an old time sake.
There you go.
Look at Will.
Chat. Yes.
Fireside chat.
Yes.
The eyes are looking.
Fireside chat, indeed.
Yeah.
Fireside chats. Those that don't know, Sleeping is one of the best guys around, and he brings. I know he's rolling his eyes at me. He literally, like you heard me and Aaron say just a little while ago, he brings communities together. He
was the cornerstone for a lot of us getting to know each other, and that's one thing I gotta say. And he's such a lovable dude. He even threatens to pee on my porch.
He brings an energy. And for those who don't know, occasionally if someone feels the need to give a super chat, usually that results in a video where you see him tackling a snowman.
Yeah.
Shush! No! I just rolled my eyes hard. He's also the master of the back alley duel.
He will come and pee on your porch. Trust me, he will pee on your porch.
Well, I don't have a porch, so I'm good.
Or your stoop.
Some of my neighbors I don't mind, but
yeah.
So hey, but I mean, Aaron's all over. You see this? Aaron's got a merch store. He's got his Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Discord. He's all over the place. But there's something else that my friend is doing. A mutual friend of ours had a loss in their family.
Yeah.
And Aaron stepped up and decided to spearhead a GoFundMe for a friend of ours. Anyone who is in the YouTube community and toy collecting, you might have heard of a gentleman by the name of Captain Spaulding.
Yeah, now this is something that it came close to heart for me. Cap lost his niece recently, and it was a really tragic, painful loss, and they're taking it hard. And he came to me one day and was like, brother, I hate to ask for help, but would you mind helping us figure out how to set up a GoFundMe? And I said, Cap, leave that to me. We'll figure something out. So I got together with Dave and I got together with Dre, and we had a conversation about it, and we got, and as a team, we came together to come up with an idea, spearheaded this. The GoFundMe was created, and from there, it has just been.
I mean,
it's been doing what I wanted to see it do. It blew past the goal that I had set, which was 1,000. Because I genuinely, I know this is tough times. I know these are tough times. So, financially, everybody's
tough, and funeral costs are not.
They're not.
They're not cheap. So,
and she was so young and didn't have the luxuries of having planning for this. Nobody plans for death.
No.
I have, of course, but that's just because I've been through this kind of situation myself where I needed to.
I've already told people, just put me in a boat, set it on fire, Viking style, cross the water. That's all you have to do.
Well, I will say that I've already said just put my ass in an oven at 350 and just let me go for a few hours and then throw me in a coffee can.
Cajun style.
Yeah, send me out. You can send me out one of those pet crematoriums. Might be cheaper.
Do you want to be put in a pet cemetery?
I don't want to be buried in a pet cemetery. I don't want to.
I don't want to live my life again.
And Witter Spawn, or Whiter Spawn was asking what does Fireside Chat mean. Fireside Chat was Sleeping's like
hangout
weekly.
streams.
Yeah, it was a hangout stream. It was really cool. It was a lot of fun. We miss him sleeping.
Talk about pickups. Maybe unbox something if he's really feeling froggy.
Build a Gundam every now and then.
You know, maybe get a what was that figure called? Oh, Otis.
Yeah.
Maybe throw an Otis in a blender.
Otis in a blender was one of my favorite moments because it blew his blender up. When it blew the blender up, I was like, "Well, Otis wins again." We'll make sure that happens. We'll make sure that happens for you, brother.
And we already know that Aaron's wife is going to be holding an auction for his
Jen's definitely
Gundams.
holding an auction. Either that or she'll open a museum and charge people money for it.
Yes, and what people
come see the one big giant Gundam collection in South Carolina. Make it like a roadside attraction.
Yeah, no, you said coffee can. She's just going to put you in a Gundam box.
Yeah, exactly. She'll put me. She'll bury me with all the runners.
It's just a hangout stream where he would go live, talk about maybe a movie he just saw that he took his kid out to, or we would just talk like, hey,
it's a great hangout. Was all it was a great hangout.
There's a new action figure coming out, a new collectible coming out, or he just picked this up, and show it off, and it's just a fun hangout stream.
Yeah.
Everyone talks amongst themselves in the chat. There's the occasional giveaways every now and again.
Oh yeah. It's always fun. It's always fun.
And sleeping has that energy that just it draws people in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say this: there are people who have a fake persona. They put on the Johnny voice and just no. He's just the way he is. He is like that all the time.
He is 100% the most genuine person, and those hidden figures that he finds are legit. Like, he's not planting anything. Like, I have been with him on hunts, and every time he just has that luck of the draw. There's always something. It was something he's got that
figured. Horseshoe up an orifice. That's how it is,
Yeah, when he found that figure in my Walmart, it had been under that shelf. I kid you not, in the Walmart that is near my house, he found that thing. It had been under that shelf probably for years, and he found it and got it for $1. It was like, let's go.
Was that the one that was kind of like stuck to the ground?
Maybe.
Because I remember seeing something like that. One of those. It was a Ray.
The Force Effects Rays or whatever it was that they had. The little Force series. The little kids series.
Well, if it was a Ray, then it was only worth $1. Oh.
I like Daisy Ridley.
Yeah, I like her.
She was the hottest Jedi we've had yet.
I just don't.
No, I can't say that.
I mean, Ahsoka really wasn't a full-on Jedi.
Oh no, I would have. Yeah. I mean, she wasn't a Jedi. I mean, I'd totally smash. We need to do a Star Wars Smasher Pass one day, Dave.
Hey, we'll make it happen.
Ayla Secura Smasher Pass.
Yeah, there's.
I'd smash.
Add me? Well, yeah. Carrie Fisher before she got all the smoky voice.
I would probably smash her with the smoky voice too. She'd probably give me a nice peppermint from her purse afterwards, just like Meemaw. She had that Meemaw voice from like Meemaw that smokes like Marlboros all day.
Yeah, Meemaw. But hey, little feller. But guys, if you want to donate to this GoFundMe to help out our friend Ruben, to help out Captain Spaulding's family. Yeah. The link for this is in the chat or in the video description below. So please consider going to the video description below and checking that out, please.
Yeah, because Cap has done so much for this community. It's only fair we go back and do for him. It's only right, And Cap, if you're watching, we love you, brother.
Cap is one of the best. He's always helped support so many charities and any fundraiser that we do, whether it's the Ride for Roswell that I do, I believe he also contributed to Colin of EC Collecting last fall, or last fall to Thanksgiving time. We did a school lunch fundraiser, and Cap is always down for supporting those. And
Yeah.
this is our turn to
Yeah.
give back to Cap. And if you're someone maybe you don't have a few bucks to donate, taking that link and sharing
sharing
it
it
on your
works just as
Facebook,
well.
your Instagram, your Twitter, any kind of chat groups you might be a part of, just sharing the link, that helps a bit. That helps a lot too. It gets the word out, and that's what we're trying to do. And Aaron, you're running this. Was it until the 5th, till Friday?
I was planning on running it until the 5th, but because it's still active and because I want to make sure it gets to him with everything, because
Everything
I'm
possible.
going to be honest with you guys. The money is coming to me. But the problem is when the money comes to me, GoFundMe is going to take a cut.
Yes. They take a percentage just like PayPal.
So I am going to
anyone else
I'm going to take the hit on it, and I'm going to pay whatever the cut is to make sure he gets the full amount.
Yes.
So if it's $1,500 and they take their portion, I'm taking my own funds that I could, and I have no problem doing that because I love this guy so much. He is family to me. But that's why I'm saying, guys, the more we raise, the more we can take care of Cap. So I do appreciate you guys.
So I'm going to keep that scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Again, you just have to go to the link in the description below. You're going to see the link to help ease funeral costs for Angel's family. And the link is right there. That's all you have to do is click on that. It takes you to this page, and you can make a difference. You can help us help Cap and his family out.
Yeah, because Cap is one of these people in this community that just really means the world to all of us, guys.
I mean, a lot of people have already...
There we go. $20 3 hours ago from... Yeah, there he goes.
From someone. See, other people are contributing to this, so it makes the world a difference. So, guys, we really appreciate it. But again...
And I'm checking it daily, and when it... I've said that when it gets to $1,500 to $2,000, whatever goes in there is going to him. I'm going to make sure he gets every dime.
Now, you guys saw the thumbnail, obviously. I'm going to pull that thumbnail back up.
Yeah, let's take a look at that beautiful piece of art.
Now, see, you see Aaron is dressed up as a Teletubby. Okay? This is what's going to happen.
At 7 more subs.
Once he hits 1,500 subscribers.
Yep.
He's 7 subscribers away. So I want you to go to his YouTube link. And if you're already subscribed, do me a favor. Share that on your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter, any kind of chats that you might be a part of.
That is the easiest way to promote a YouTuber, guys. Is just
to share. Now, here's also something else. It's not just about hitting that red button, hitting that bell, and letting it go. YouTube verifies. They vet. They verify everything. So what you are supposed to do is we want you to watch one of his videos. Comments. Don't just put like, oh, cool video, bro. Mention something that you liked about the video. Put a genuine comment, because that helps verify that sub. And it helps, when YouTube looks at it, they're like, oh, okay, this is a real comment. We're going to let it go. It's like, when you're 4th of July, you're traveling family and cops pull you over because there's a checkpoint. They want to make sure you're good. Oh, you're good. Go ahead. So that's kind of what it is. A lot of times YouTube sees like, oh, cool, bro. Or they see something that seems very generic.
Yeah.
They can't tell whether that's a bot or a real person, because there are people out there that, they kind of they run scams. They try and sell subs to people, and sadly that does happen, and that makes it harder for the rest of us to get genuine growth, whether it's watch hours
that's a pet
or users or subscribers.
I'm not going to sit here and preach. That's something I've said I'm not going to do, but
come on, Reverend.
I have seen way too many people lately buying subs and doing this.
I've seen pretty well-known people in our YouTube community that I will not mention names, who suddenly got several thousand in 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
So that's all on them. Everyone has their own roads to walk down, and
again, I'm not going to preach to the choir. You guys should know by now that if you're out here doing what we do,
Don't
Grind
preach,
naturally.
little feller.
Grind naturally. It is the easiest way to grow. I used to be one of those that I had to be in YouTube groups to try to network, and
Yeah. And yeah,
some of those
honestly,
groups are.
some work, and a lot of them not so much.
I've had none of them work. Oh, I won't say none of them. There've been a few. There have been a few. Like a
Yes.
few of the ones that me and you were part
Yeah.
of, Dave. They've been very helpful.
I mean, one
But I'm
that
not
I've
farming. I'm not farming subs.
Yeah.
That's not my goal. My goal is to share my content with you guys so you can see it.
exactly
Because let's face it, YouTube's not going to share your stuff until you
No.
do something that
until
tickles the algorithm.
you're what they consider
Yeah.
large enough.
Yeah, well, it's not even being large enough. What it is you have to hit a trend, and you have to hit it at the right time. You have to put in the right words, and it's not easy. It's not easy. It's frustrating. There have been times I've sat here and just thought about hitting that delete button, shutting the channel down. I've given up a few times and just thought about just folding it up. But you guys keep me coming back. You do.
You're not the only person. I mean, me last year I took a hit because of some people in the community felt salty because a few of us were doing we were being honest. We weren't faking the funk, as I like to call it. You know, we were doing our grind, and we were getting genuine growth.
Yeah.
And a few people kind of felt certain kind of way about me and a few others, and I lost well over 1,000 watch hours in like a month. And finally, after that was what, last October, November, and now I'm starting to see regaining of watch hours. It's a slow process, but for a lot of us, I mean, hell, there's been times when I've thought about like, hey, is this worth it? And for those that don't know, you have to hit a certain subscriber amount, certain subscriber number, and a certain number of watch hours, and meaning verified hours that people have actually watched you.
Yeah.
YouTube keeps track of that. Once you hit that, then you can become what's called monetized, but then you have to hit so many advertisement hours before you even get any kind of a payment. So it's not sunshine and roses, and yes, everybody and their grandmother can have a YouTube channel, but it takes that grinding to, one, become monetized, and two, to stay monetized.
Yeah, and I mean,
so
one of the things that will kill a channel is going out and buying that stuff. You're putting your foot in the grave when you give up and pay for the stuff, because it looks nice. It shows people, oh look, they're hitting goals, and they're not hitting goals. They're just paying for the goals. And I'm not, like I said, this is not shade towards anybody. I'm not. That's not me. I'm not. I am drama free because I do not like drama. I absolutely hate it. But there's just got to be some understanding that people like me, Dave, other content creators out here, like all of you guys out here who probably are just busting your hump and frustrated and just banging your head on a desk trying to find something that's going to make someone go, this is a fun video. It takes a lot. I mean, I sit here and pour hours into my content.
Yeah.
I sit here and like, I've had to stop recording to take care of life and jump right back into it immediately. Like this Sunday, I had to go help my family with, my extended family with something, and I was in the middle of recording, had to come back to Star Wars and redo the whole video because I felt like that interruption. Not interruption, but that life event just kind of threw off my creativity a bit, and I had to come back and build that creativity. And it's not, again, nothing negative. It's just when life happens, you have to bounce back, and the best way to bounce back is to either start fresh or build off of what you had to do. And I felt like I'd made a lot of mistakes in that previous one, so I went back and did it, and the video came out to be what I wanted.
Yeah. And that's the thing. A lot of people don't realize, YouTube is fun, but a lot of us, I'd say about 95% of us out there, we work our 9 to 5s or 8 to 6 or whatever, we work our hours and then we come home. Some of us have kids. Some of us just have significant other, and pets. You still have your life.
Yeah,
You know,
I have a life
and
outside of this that I have to
and you
maintain a balance on.
and you might not have so much time. I mean, like someone like me, my whole approach has been like, okay, if I make a mistake, I leave it in. I think that adds,
Yeah, I mean, it's character. It's total
it
character.
adds, it shows how genuine a person is. Like, hey, if I make a mistake, we're all human. We make mistakes. There are some people who they do scripts and they kind of like plot out things perfectly. I'm kind of a fly by the seat of my pants. You know, I think that shows more genuineness, if that's even a word. Um,
Yeah,
but that's the thing. It's like for me, like I was talking to Aaron off camera. This past month, June has been insane. I had a high school graduation to go to one weekend. Um, and then another weekend, my youngest niece graduated kindergarten, and there was a family cookout and gathering. So we went there. New York City. I'm part of a charity cosplay group, and we actually organize a massive event in New York. So that weekend, I was in New York City. And another weekend was the ride for Roswell.
yeah,
Doing a 45-mile bike ride. That starting at like 6:30 in the morning. It's a little bit draining.
yeah,
So I still have yet to finish editing my Roswell video and uploading it. But it's like it's not just I record something. Let me just upload it. A lot of times we spend time trying to polish things, or we're trying to maybe you think your video isn't that great, so you want to get a new camera, new microphone.
yeah. I mean, I'm
We're
constantly
always
looking at new equipment.
we're always trying to upgrade things, and we're doing this out of our own pockets. It's not like
Hmm.
none of us have corporate sponsorships. It's not like, oh hey, Elgato, send me a new camera. They're like, well, who are you?
Yeah,
Is it even worth our time to even respond to this email? Things like that. It's you see people like, oh, this is a sponsored video. That's great. Some people are lucky they get those connections, and some people not so much. YouTube, just not even YouTube, content creating itself. You see people on Twitch, but everybody and their grandmother is a gamer on Twitch. Let's be honest.
yeah, and
Same thing goes on Kick,
yeah,
and I mean hell on YouTube. YouTube, I like to, and I don't mean this in any disrespect. I call it the version years ago, before there was YouTube and before the internet was really that big. Your local cable stations had these public access channels that you can videotape. Yes, and it's look it up, guys. You can look up a video
yeah.
on YouTube about
And White response,
videotapes
she
and
was
video
Poe
cameras.
was red. Poe was red. He said
so
he.
so I mean, there are things where you used to be able to record like a show, send it to your
Mhm.
public access station, and they would air it
They
at
would vet it and
various
air it. Yeah,
times. They would air it, and that's kind of like how YouTube is. Anybody can record something on their cell phone, tablet, webcam, whatever you have, and you can upload it, and you can put your content out there. It's big enough for everyone. And that's the thing. Like, so, when you start out, you're like, hey, what, I'm getting some views, but I'm not getting a ton of views. What can I do to be better? And we're always racking our brains over it. So much
yeah,
so, you can get stressed out. Like Aaron was talking about burnout before. That is a real
yeah. I mean, that
thing.
happened with the
Um,
first channel I was part of. Is just I became so burnt out that I
yeah,
quit playing video games for a while. Like I quit making
I
video game content.
I feel burnout all the time between stresses of my job that
Hmm.
we're not going to get into, uh, between stresses of that and trying to do everything else. It can be mind numbing. Like I've been saying for several months now, I want to do video game streams, but it's kind of hard to because as of late, I'm always trying to support other people's streams. If
Yeah,
I see my friends are on, I'm going to try and watch that while maybe in the background, I might not be in a chat, but I'm trying to edit a video or I'm trying to research something.
yeah,
It's not easy. You only have so many hours in a day. And, Aaron, like he was saying, he had family stuff going on, but this guy, he works full time. And then he's also trying to fix up a house
yeah.
for him
I
and
mean,
his wife to move into.
it's
So
a
doing
nonstop
that
process, man.
and YouTube. I mean, just imagine that for a second. I mean, that's why I wanted to help him. That's with some of the stresses I dealt with last year, some of the growth issues. I decided that I wasn't going to focus on the monetization. Because it would be nice to be
that's the key.
it would be nice to monetize, but I was of the mindset that I don't see that ever happening. So I wanted to do. It's kind of like there's an old adage: those who can't do teach. I think that's a crappy example, but that was kind of like that was where my mind was at. It's like, okay, if I can't get there, I want to help other people get there. I have a pretty large. I'm at about over 2,000 subscribers. I figured, hey, with that many people, maybe I can get growth for other people. And that's why I started doing Tuesday night lives. Just welcome everyone to come on there. Like you said, like you saw. I mean, I've been sharing everything that Aaron does. His merch. I mean, tee.pub, he has all this great merch. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. He's all over the place. And this is a guy who, I mean, with all due respect, Aaron, you would give your shirt off your back.
Yeah,
might be a hairy back, but
it is. It
yeah.
totally
See,
I can't walk around naked in the woods because someone would think I was Sasquatch.
But a few other things
Not
that
blue
Aaron,
Sasquatch, but regular Sasquatch.
A few things that Aaron does is he doesn't just do video games and Gundam builds. He also have vacation vlogs. Him and his wife Jen gone to Disney a whole number of times, and they do videos each time that they go. So if you guys are looking for some nice, fun vlogs, go ahead and check out the channel. You'll see a lot more. I think you woke Blue up with that.
I did. I summoned him. But I've kind of focused mostly on gaming and Gunpla, D&D, and the travel vlogs are just kind of a bonus for everybody. We like to throw those out there every now and then. And Jen works hard on those guys. She's the one that does the editing on those travel vlogs.
And you guys hear him and me refer to a Jen.
Yeah, Jen's
that
my
is
wife.
His wife, who's better known in the community as Nemuriel.
Yep.
She is the Queen Mod Supreme.
Just shoot the breeze, water spawn. And I told you it was Poe was red. Poe was red. But yeah,
she is the Mod Supreme.
She is one of the best. Like
she keeps him in check.
Yeah, somebody's got to. Somebody's got to, because I am chaos. As you know, with playing D&D with me, Dave, I am chaotic all the way through. So much so that I think I've given Dre a near aneurysm playing with us.
Sometimes. So let me pull this up, guys. So these are some of his vlogs going back to 2017.
Yeah.
So
those are all travel vlogs and things we've done right there.
Everybody Walked the Dinosaur, a little bit of music right there.
Yeah.
Got his master playlist. Also, you can find a lot of other stuff on here.
Yeah, the master playlist that one of my first videos was a travel vlog, as a matter of fact. It was 2016 and we went to San Diego. My first time ever going to California, and I loved San Diego.
There's a Tasty Treats
tasty
playlist.
Tests. Yep, that's all food.
That's right there.
That's the Disney in a Jar is us making dioramas, me and Will's sister Katie.
Now, do you have your Gunpla?
I do have a Gunpla hanger. I do have a Gunpla hanger playlist.
Your Gunpla. Now, Aaron also did a series of videos called, I think it was called Gunpla Hanger for Beginners or Gundam for Beginners.
Yeah, so
you're kind of doing the ABCs of Gundams.
Yeah. Poe is red. Poe is red. Water spawn. I did do a. So I did do a Gunpla tutorial video, Dave, and it was really me trying to give back to the community and teach to those who didn't know. And you can see the growth, and you can see the evolution of the channel with the thumbnails. Some of the thumbnails look really just old and just not like.
It almost sounded like you wanted to say cringe, but
not really cringe, but. Michael Reed, I would love to go. I would love to go to it. I would love to go to one of the Gundam pavilions, and I see they brought back the RX-78 from Yokohama for just such an occasion.
And we thought that was gone. What didn't we think that?
Oh no, it's. Completely? I mean, it is no longer moving, but yeah, it's.
It's there.
It's there, but As you
But
guys can see in like
tons of
most of
playlists
these,
here,
yeah,
guys.
there's
Tons of
tons of
videos.
playlists. That's all from Disney and stuff like that. So it's, you know, it was a lot of fun. We try to go to Disney every couple of years or so, just to kind of step away from home and just find our zen. This year we're going to Disney Springs. Yep, I've won kits from Gunpla, from Gundam Info. Gunpla Hanger After Report was my former reviews of the Gundam kits.
Yep.
How to Spot a Bootleg is one of my more popular videos.
Yeah, his Gundam Primer.
The Gunpla Primer, yep.
Those are the videos I was referring to, where Aaron was giving us, like, you know, explanations on different Gundam grades, like different levels of Gundam kits that you can do.
I probably need to do another Gunpla Primer, to be honest, because I haven't done one in a while. And
yeah, of course, this is your top 10
kits I built in 2023. I actually have a top 10 kits I'm excited for in 2024 sitting in a list that I have not I have not pulled the trigger on. But
so, guys, I mean, if you're personally, the Gundam hobby is fun.
It is. I love it.
One, it's fun to, if you ever watched any of the animes, it's great. And then you get to build the suits from the anime. And it's not just putting a couple plastic pieces together. You can see the mechanics of you build a skeleton basically.
Yeah.
And then there's shells and armor plates that go on top of it. So you can see how the mechanics work just on their own. And it's pretty damn amazing. And these aren't a statue, they're fully posable.
I mean,
they're as posable as any action figure you will buy in a store.
And you know, we were talking about that Yokohama kit, or the Yokohama suit.
Yeah.
There's the actual kit right there, guys. That's the HG kit that I put together.
And that one came with the stand.
It comes with a stand. It's completely posable. Even the stand has some movement to it as well. So I think that's pretty cool. Again, this was probably one of the few kits that I'll bring that a little closer so they can kind of get a look there. But you know, it's got some movement to it. The kit moves itself. The kit's as an actual 1144.
Yep. If you guys notice, I'm still scrolling down, and there's still more videos.
Oh yeah, I have been making videos since like I said, 2016. So about 8 years now. This year actually marks 8 years.
So imagine that, guys. About 8 years of building Gundams.
Yeah, 8 years. I mean, I had no direction in my channel, so that's why.
And he has a backlog like you wouldn't believe.
Oh God, yeah. So you can actually see, as I turn this way, you can actually see some of the backlog right here. In fact, got 30-minute sisters kits.
Jen has told me about the stacks.
Yeah, so there is a wall in our bedroom of nothing but kits that have not been built or have been built and are just waiting for the new home. And this is the current project I'm working on right here, as a matter of fact, Dave.
Nice.
This is from the Fafnir line. That's the Fafnir Marcalis.
And these are all of his shorts right here, guys. There's not just like a couple shorts. He's got a ton here. He's got a whole bunch.
Yeah. There's some funny moments right there. There's the Balteus
obviously, he has his own TikTok as well.
Yeah, I use TikTok as well. That's okay. I don't post on there a lot anymore. I did for a while, and it was fun, but it just.
And guys, don't forget tomorrow night, Showdown with Rafaela.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3 live. So please tune into that. Speaking of that, I messaged you earlier with a story. Elden Ring being turned into a TV show. What do you think about that?
I'm all for it. George R. R. Martin being, he wants a better look at the Gundam build that I showed.
Okay, here I will remove this, and we will make you big. Hold on 1 second.
All right.
There you go. We'll switch around. There you go.
But yeah, there it is, guys. That's the Yokohama kit. That was one of the when they were planning to stop the Yokohama factory, like to shut it down or shut down the statue. I had to get the kit because it was just I knew I wasn't never going to get to go. So
Mirage, you're good. You don't have to apologize. How dare you? No, I'm kidding.
I gotta fix that real quick, but as you see, I'm constantly fidgeting with these things. something's hanging it up, but
Of course, Mirage is saying nice kit.
yeah, this is definitely one of my favorites right here. This is one of my grails. I've got a few grails. One that I actually got was my lifelong grail of the HG Dendrobium kit, which is one of the biggest kits out there. Was one of the biggest kits. Neo Zeong is taking it over, but
I think Big O might be a grail.
Yeah, that would be
grail for me.
But as you can see behind me, there's several kits just on the shelf back here that either haven't been done or have been built.
He said reminds me of Optimus Prime.
And you see Alan's coming up there about Low Country 825. First off, I want to give a shout out to that group. That was our Low Country 825 was our build group that we had, and it was where I finally got back into building Gundam after years of taking a break. After my granddad had passed away, my dad's dad, I needed something to kind of take my mind off of things. So I started buying a few kits, and then started off with the Gunpla Hangar TV show, or not TV show, but the YouTube show. And Dave, you can make us equal again.
What?
You can make us equal again. I have a big head, and I feel like I'm taking up way too much space.
Easy. So speaking of like AI,
yeah.
While we were talking, were we not talking about this earlier? And I get an email.
Yeah.
About X Defiant.
Oh, nice. X Defiant's such a fun game. I've been playing it a lot.
But it's not crossplay, is it?
It is. X Defiant is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
one of these days I'll take punishment on a Monday.
You saw Gunpla kits at Walmart? Man, that's wow.
That's kind of rare.
That is very rare. We don't always see them. But like that used to be the norm, and now it's Target's the only place you can get them, and they don't really carry a lot anymore.
Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, Hobby Lobby as well. But I mean,
they've had some nice ones, but lately, whenever I go to Hobby Lobby, it's like full price.
Yeah, and Mirage, see, that's one of the reasons why we get along so well. Mirage is because me and you did it for the same reason. I had a lot of death in my family, all from the span of 2012 to 2011 to 2018. Mm-hmm. And all of those kind of coincided. It was my dad, then his dad, then my mom's dad, then my mom. All four within that span of time. And I needed an outlet, or I was just going to go down a downward spiral of just depression. So I picked up the kits. I started building again, and it's my zen. Now I don't tend to buy from a lot of big boxes with my kits, just because lately it's been desert, Gunpla desert. So I go through places like USA Gundam Store, Gundam Pros.
In fact, I gotta look for that business card. Someone at my local con this past weekend.
Yeah,
they are a local shop that deals with Gundams heavily. So
there's a store up around your neck of the woods as well, Dave, that I bought a kit from. I bought this Fafnir kit from them.
Is that the one over the border?
Lunar Toys.
Lunar Toys. Okay, yeah. That actually might be them. I could be wrong.
Yeah, they were really good. Speaking of which, Dave, remember how we were talking about Chisai-Con earlier and how we were sharing it? There's the lady right there who is running it. That is
we were just talking about it, right? See, I have it right here queued up.
She is one of the few people.
We were just talking about it.
That is my sister from another mister. That is Tracy Chan. Oh! That's how she responds. Like, that's how she introduces herself. I would love to get her. I would let you. You got to get her on here one night, Dave. You would have a lot of fun with Tracy.
Well, when the con is coming up soon, so we can do it another Tuesday where we have her come on and just talk about about Chisai-Con.
Yeah, Tracy, and
your cosplay bowling, which I would kill for, but I'm in New York State, so it's a bit of a drive.
Yeah, it would be a bit of a drive. It would be a bit of a drive.
Yeah, just a little bit of a drive. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, Tracy, let's
listen.
Follow Dave on Instagram and get with him.
When it comes, this is Tuesday night talks, where the portal is open basically for anyone and everyone to come on. If you have an Etsy store you want to promote, you have a YouTube channel, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you have, you want to try and cross promote, come on. it's all this has been all about trying to promote Aaron
Yeah.
to help him get to his 1500s. So if you want to
Because
come in and she says,
Tracy,
I'll live stream it.
if we can hit 1500 before the 19th, I might come bowling as a Teletubby.
You might last half a game in that costume.
I would, definitely last half a game in that costume. I mean, look at the size of this head.
5 frames, maybe 4. I don't know. It depends on how hot it is there too.
It's miserably hot, but I mean, this is the head, guys. This is what you're all going to get to see part of.
No, I'm talking about the bowling alley.
Oh no!
Imagine that on top of the heat you already get from wearing that.
Yeah. See, this is the hat. I can't even close the thing around my big head. So
well, with your headphones on,
yeah. Well, even without them on, I can't.
Well, here's the thing: if you do wear that, I recommend
7.
I recommend ice packs.
So I'm gonna get those the
ice
fans.
Packs, like take an ace bandage and some ice packs, wrap it around your body to try and keep you a little bit cooler.
Yeah.
How many more do you need right now? She says
7.
I'm gonna refresh. Yeah, it doesn't show me your number. It just shows 1.4.
I'm at 1493 right now. We are
1493. 7 away, guys. So you know what you need to do. You need to share this, share his links, click, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Hit that bell for notifications.
It doesn't even fit at all. But yeah.
Nice, you slowly mutate.
But yeah, getting
oh no, any time.
Yeah, Tracy's she's one of the good ones, man. She's been a family.
Another reason why I do this is there's these 2 awesome members of the content creating community. Maria Tiantelli.
Yeah.
With Maria. Her and of course PJ of the Orville. Those 2, it's always hashtag we grow together. And that's one of the things I've tried to adopt with my channel, especially after the past couple of years. I'm always trying to help people out, but
yeah,
that's another reason why I want to do this. I want to help other people grow. You know, build something honest, and like I've had David from David's Life, who actually is a local content creator.
Nice.
He literally is like 20-30 minutes from me.
Yeah.
Didn't even know he came on the channel. We've had Nick from his channel. He's a big Power Ranger fan, and he's interviewed many people, not stars of the show, but people who were part of producing and writing for the show. So, it's all about trying to get growth.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Mega says, no, not yet, Mega. He hasn't reached it yet.
I got to get y'all sharing, guys. Y'all got to get it out there.
We need you to share his YouTube channel all over social media. Okay? We need that to happen. Because Teletubbies is cool, I hope.
Yeah, Maven of Madness asked, why did I choose Teletubbies? It was just something that came out. Like, I was just like, I will dress up as a Teletubby if you guys, and immediately I got text from my brother from another mother, Berserker, who was like sending me horror Teletubby things, and I was like, yep, this is happening.
Honestly, I think Aaron said Teletubbies because he didn't think he could find an adult-sized costume of one.
I legit
put it up as a
challenge, and I found one, and it's accurate. It's very accurate, but the 20th.
I'm good waiting on the 20th. 7 more, Mega. 7 more.
Yeah, Alan's excited. Alan, like I said, Alan's gonna be a big time. He's gonna have a table out. Him and his sister over at Shade.
Now, are you guys gonna be near each other or different spots?
Probably different spots. I don't really know. But like I said,
she's drawing stuff for Chisai right now.
Yep. So you saw the logo for ChisaiCon. That's all her handwork. That's Tracy is such an amazing artist, and like I feel like she doesn't get a lot of the promotion she truly deserves. So that's why again, sister from another mister. Me and her we can not talk for like 3 months straight and go back like it's just day one. Like we were. Like we were all Rugrats or something, you know?
And I'm going to pull that back up. So here we go, Facebook. Chisai-con right here on Facebook, guys. Just go ahead and type in CHIISAI, and it's going to pull this up. Go ahead and click on it. Please follow it. See, I was already following it.
Yeah.
Because as soon as Aaron told me about it, I wanted to support and follow because she's done so much for him. So I wanted to help out as much as possible.
You see this picture right here in the latest post, Dave?
Right here?
Scroll down, the bowling alley one.
Yes. There
it is right there. That's the crew right there in the front. Tracy's the one in the back, dressed up as Bulma.
Aaron is
there I am right there.
He's Coldbane.
Yeah, you merely adopted the strike. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't throw a gutter ball until I was already a man.
So yeah, I mean, if you guys are local, anyone who's local, go ahead, check out the bowling alley there.
Yeah.
It's Low Country Lanes
in Walterboro, South Carolina.
6 to midnight on Friday the 19th, and then 11 a.m. until
midnight. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's all day long.
All day bowling. Yeah, the con is going to be
$10 per hour, including shoes, when you show up dressed or show up official Chisai badge.
Yeah.
So I mean, honestly, for someone who was a manager, a shift manager at a bowling alley, $10 an hour is pretty decent.
Yeah,
considering things.
That's one of the reasons I love living where I live, man. The prices it's reasonable. Like our movie theater is still $7 a pop.
What?
Yeah. It's $7 a pop all day. Nah, sis, you about to make me cry because I love you. And those tears, they will be falling like waterfalls. No.
Now, if she's your sister, then we're cousins. Then she and I are cousins now.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
We're all family here.
Exactly.
So, Maven says, "Do you have a merch shop?" Of course he does, because we already went over that.
Yeah, we showed that a few minutes ago. But yes, we have the Out of This World merch, which uses some of my wonderful sister Magical Nico Notes as artwork with my favorite mascot in the world, Bill Snickle.
And guys, again, don't forget, right now tee.pub is doing a special 35% off on t-shirts and more. So if you guys are waiting for a deal's right here. It is right here. Mirage.
I would.
You know what though? Depending on which Zaku you're talking about, that might actually work to his favor.
You just either that or I bowl as the Gundam and have the Gundam theme song playing the whole time I bowl.
Well, if you got the one Gundam where the it's got the mace.
Yeah.
Use the mace as the bowling ball.
Yeah, totally.
Or strike the bowling ball with it. There you go.
Yeah, Tracy, you could do the Hello Kitty Zaku. It's a thing. It totally is a thing. It's a chibi Zaku. But again,
well, trust me, I know you can do that, because I remember I did the Green Ranger Zaku, which I need to build a new version of that, because it sadly did not survive some moving around recently. So
yeah. He mentioned a Teletubbies parody that was a little bit adult.
Yeah, well, we're also streaming this on Facebook, so I like to keep it a little bit more.
Yeah, Facebook's a little bit more, Yeah, they're a little, yeah.
So,
yeah.
Charzaku, yeah, there you go. But guys, again, please, you can also see the link for our friend Cap, for his family. Yeah. Again, the link is in the video description below. The link for Aaron, all of his links are in the video description below. As well, if you go further down, you'll see some links for some guy named Dave's Dimension. So, but again, if anyone is watching this out there, please, if you want to grow your channel, you want to promote your channel, you want to come on and we just do an hour and a half, or an hour and 40 minutes, trying to help promote you on YouTube and Facebook. That's what this stream is all about, guys. All you have to do is either message me at Instagram at Dave's Dimension, or Dave's_Dimension, or email me at davesdimension78@gmail.com. Those are going to be the best ways to find me. Well, she welcomes me as family. Please call upon this magical girl for anything.
Oh yeah.
Winning lottery numbers. You said anything. Winning lottery numbers for New York State. No? Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. Need some winning numbers. So then I don't have to work and I can, take trips down south and attend Chiefs Icon and do all kinds of stuff.
You definitely got to.
And so Aaron was, you were saying that originally you were going to be Bane, but you're not going to be dressing Bane, right? Because or you might do that.
I might. I've been thinking about it more since we've been sitting here talking about it, and seeing that picture of me as Bane. I kind of want. I need to shave the head, but yeah, it's gonna happen. I think I'm gonna do it the whole costume.
Well, we know every now and again you like to go dolphin smooth.
Yeah, I do. So. I love shaving this off, guys, because frankly, now that I'm going bald.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, her artwork is magical. She has the magical touch with artwork.
Now, I was showing Aaron this. This is a little cosplay I'm debating doing for in August for Fan Expo. Any video game fans or cartoon fans of the 80s, Captain N the Game Master, thinking about doing this, guys. Let me know in the comment section below if you think I should, or should I just stick with the good old faithful and be my own Ghostbusting self like I usually am?
Oh, the evil twin's gone now, Mirage? Rip. And Wider Spawn apologized for the misunderstanding.
What inspired you for Out of This World?
So the Out of This World theme, I'm a big sci-fi guy. Really big sci-fi guy. And this season I've been kind of focusing on like new and improved like cyberpunk spacey kind of things. So again, I've been playing a lot of space related things. I like mecha, like Gundam, a lot of that's space related. So it's just the theme that I love. I love space. I've always been fascinated with space. So with that being said, that was the reason why you saw Out of This World pop up this year. And I think that's a theme that I'm gonna stick with for a while, because I usually keep my themes for a good minute. So that's where I went with that. But yeah, so Out of This World, that was it, Bree. That was where it came from. I thought we lost Dave for a minute. I saw the logo, but
no. My eyes get all watery with.
By the way, have you ever seen
She loves that theme, by the way.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. That's one of the things that y'all are gonna see bigger and better each time. And by the way, Dave, you've seen my camera off logo, right?
Which one is it now?
Right.
Okay.
$1 million.
Now, speaking of which,
how about no?
Been hearing that Mike Myers is supposed to be tooling a script to bring that back.
Nice.
How do you feel about that, though? Given that it's been how long since the last Austin Powers
the age
movie?
of it could be a problem. The comedy of it could be not taken so well nowadays.
I mean, especially since Austin Powers is a character from the 60s who was brought into the 90s.
Yep.
And now, if you think about it, think about this for a second, okay? He was a character brought from the 60s to the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Now it's 2024. It's 34 years since the 90s.
Yes.
Doesn't it make you feel kind of weird? I mean, are they gonna? I mean, what would they do? Would they say that Austin was frozen again and now he's being rethought in 2024, or would it be Austin's son?
It could be.
You're gonna have a new actor playing an Austin-like character.
Yeah, I wonder who would you think they would get? Definitely not Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, please, no,
Yeah.
Please. Nothing against the actor. I don't see him as a comical person. I just don't. We got to have someone who. it would be a bit of a stretch. He wouldn't be able to do an accent though.
Yeah.
Matt Rife.
Ooh.
I think because he's already that pretty boy face and the girls love him.
Yeah.
And he's great at comedy. I mean, he was on Wild 'N Out for a couple years. His comedy just hits on a level that, I mean, he makes fun of everybody. I'd almost say he's a pretty boy Don Rickles almost.
I would
to a sense. I mean, that's just the first person who pops up in my head. But who says that Austin has to have a son?
Exactly. Maybe a daughter. Maybe we get Austina Powers.
Tina Powers.
Tina Powers. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Or it could be some other play on names.
Yeah. I wouldn't see Ryan Mega. I like the idea of Ryan Reynolds, but
Ryan's a bit old for that part though.
Maybe Charlie Day. You know, Charlie's a little old for it too.
Yeah. I'm trying to think like who else. I mean, what's her name? The talk show host now. She started.
Well, it's fun. I remember. I used to love watching the Flintstones. By the way,
the late night talk show on CBS. Is it Taylor Tomlinson?
I don't know.
She's pretty funny, but I mean,
Tom Holland. I don't know if I can see him. He's British, but I don't know if I can see him doing it. Like have him be British but playing with an American accent.
But see, like Couldabayne said, you have to write the comedy in such a way that it's funny, but that it doesn't offend too many people. Because back then in the 90s, we could get away with a lot of stuff. A lot.
From the 70s, 80s, and 90s, yeah.
Even early 2000s, you can still get away with a lot of stuff.
Early 2000s is what, like... I watched the original when it was in the... I got your figure. But, you know, you got to think about it. When we grew up, when we were, like, coming of age...
Yes.
In the early 2000s, you had shows like Jackass and... How those
Chappelle
Show, like shows that would not get a pass today. Like,
I mean, that 70s show, you know, calling people dumbass, you know, talking about putting your foot up somebody's ass. I mean, those are things where, you know, even some of the stuff like, okay, you're like, oh, that took part in the 70s. So you kind of like, okay, that was the reasoning for it. But there's stuff that, I mean, people get canceled all the time. And I mean, half the time you see people go viral for much worse than what people get canceled for.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it would be interesting. I will, you know, if they do another Austin Powers movie, or some kind of a spin-off or something, I can think of a few people I would like to see in it, like Bert Kreischer. Could you imagine him playing like a bad guy or like some idiot henchman?
I love Bert Kreischer. I've seen him live. I've seen him live, and it is like the best.
I haven't seen him live. I saw the movie though, The Machine.
Yeah,
him and Hamill were freaking hilarious.
They worked so well together. But you know, watching him live in like a show.
Whoa. Michael Reed, you and I cannot be friends anymore.
You've never seen Married with Children, huh? It's such a good show. I love it.
There was speculation about trying to bring it back, but they really can't because Christina Applegate's illness. So, but there was talk about trying to write around it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Even Eminem got away with... Yeah, I mean, even Eminem got away with his music topics back then, but probably not. But he's come back with a few, because there's been a few rappers who've tried to come at him.
And maybe a madness with your question there. That's gonna be tough. My schedule for the next few weeks is pretty tight, but
tight like a total.
Toy, yeah, it's toy. I'm actually loosening up my reins a little bit, and if people stick around for a while, I might be more willing to let them play. It's just I want to make sure that It's people that aren't just coming on to play and causing a scene and being done with it. Like, certain people that we've had in the past that have come
Yes,
on and tried to make it. That I would be playing and all of a sudden they'd fire up their stream without asking and just
people
jump
who
right
think
into it.
they're hot with a double initial, but
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I said it. Come at me, bro. Uh, I've been away for a while, so I'm gonna trying
Yeah,
stop shirking my mod responsibilities and
that's
try
okay.
and police a little bit.
I took care of that problem again in my Discord recently. He tried
Yeah,
that
you told me
my
about that.
my regular just doing that, but you always have one. You always have one.
I've
Oh, they
seen
don't
it.
repeat it on TV.
I've
Oh,
seen
okay.
it. It meant they don't repeat it. Well, you can stream it. It's available on streaming
Yeah,
services, that's for sure.
but
Uh,
I've got to say this though. Getting back to talking about the community altogether and all that. Uh, I couldn't do what I do today without this amazing community. And I want to first say thank you to all of you out there. Dave, you for being one of the best mods in this community, hands down, all over. You and Jen, if both of y'all are in my chat at the same time, I don't have to worry about anything.
oh, it's dangerous.
Yeah, you,
For
Jen, and Berserker. If all three of y'all
it's
fire
dangerous
off at
for
the
two
same time,
reasons. You know
yeah,
why? One, no shenanigans are going to happen, and when I mean shenanigans, people stepping online. And two, we're all going to make each other hungry just talking about food.
exactly. Figure Fever, have a good night, my friend. Thank you for coming by to visit with us.
Yeah, thank you for hanging out. Sorry, no, we're gonna enjoy the rest of the evening. And Figure Fever, you're one of the best. You're one of the
Yeah.
best in my book. So let's see what else we got here.
That gentleman right there, Whiter Spawn. I finally got
Yep.
a chance to talk with him through voice chat the other day, and just such a humble guy. Like, I really like him. He definitely wants to play games with us too at some point. So, Whiter Spawn, we're gonna definitely have to get you in some games at some point.
In fact, speaking of games, I gotta start leveling up because I switched over from PS5 over to to PC for Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed.
Nice.
Any Ghostbuster fans out there? There is one content creator who's making some steady content with that, and that's Hey Archer.
Yeah.
We saw Nerd Affiliated earlier, so I highly recommend looking him up on YouTube. He's been doing some Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed. There's new content that's coming out in that game right now. It's a fun game. If you ever played like was a hunting Predator Hunting Grounds.
Yeah. Is it made by
you-
Ilphonic as well?
Yeah, that one I'm not sure, but they also just released Killer Clowns from Outer Space,
Yeah.
which is kind of the same kind of spiritual. Shouldn't say spiritual, but it's the same kind of format. You're in a map, and you have like 4 humans, and then you have a killer clown you have to try to avoid. Anyone that doesn't know, there's a movie from I think it was 1987, was Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cheesy B horror movie, but it's fun. It's twisted. If you love twisted humor and twisted movies, you'll enjoy it. But they finally made it into a video game because they're still trying to get a sequel made for the movie itself.
So, fun fact about the company that makes those games, Ilphonic.
They're great.
They're great at taking IPs that are already established and converting them into that Dead by Daylight format, which is
exactly
survival versus
the 1-on-4s.
Yeah, 1-on-4s and all that. And I've seen them do that with several IPs. That Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed.
I think
Predator.
Spirits Unleashed is a runaway hit for them because they got Ernie Hudson to reprise his character of Winston Sedmore. He's funding the Ghostbusters now. You have Dan Aykroyd voicing Ray Stans, and they moved Ray's occult bookshop right next door. So you have the resources. There's all these different contracts, and they keep unlocking skins of.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of real Ghostbusters, you can have that proton pack. You want to build your own pack. You want to run around in shorts, t-shirt, and a proton pack. You can do that. Extreme Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters Answer the Call, the all woman Ghostbusters movie.
Yeah.
They even wrote in, hell, they did a whole thing, a whole DLC for Frozen Empire, where the
Yeah. Ooh, nice.
firehouse on the inside and outside was frozen. I mean, they did a ton of stuff.
I see there's a question about my favorite figure behind me. So
which one, the alien face hugger or something
So you
else?
see the queen right here.
Yes.
I have both of the original NECA alien queens. Those two are two of my favorite figures just because I started collecting the NECA figures, and I've got a fun story behind this blue one here. I got her completely free. I ordered from I bought it off of eBay of all places. And
let me ask you real quick. Do you have this one?
I do. I actually do have that one. It's in my Figgy Mountain somewhere.
Okay.
I've got that one, and I've got the Aliens one.
Someone was gonna send that to you if you didn't have it, but you do. So.
I can always take duplicates. I don't mind. But talking about this alien queen behind me here, so I got her for free. She was I ordered her off of eBay, and I put in a request for they sent the company was a Chinese company, so my first thought was, okay, this is probably a bootleg. Well, I waited and I waited and I waited, and I got no response from the guy. So finally, I ordered this right before Christmas, and here it is, February, and I'm like, okay, so let's see what's going on. So I emailed the guy, and he goes, "Have patience, friend. It's on the way," and sent me a shipping label. So I look at the tracking number that he sent me, and it was just like, I tried tracking it, couldn't find it. So I messaged eBay. I was like, "Hey, this doesn't show anything.
This doesn't track."
Yeah, so eBay looked into it, and they were like, "Hey, let's give it another week to see if he responds back to you." So I tried to get him to respond back again, nothing. And finally, like, eBay was monitoring it, and they said, "Okay, we'll give you your money back." Next thing I know, a package shows up on my porch like 2 months after that. It's the figure. Apparently, he decided, since he got caught, might as well send it and try to get his money. Little did he know, when eBay filed that claim, it was up to eBay whether he got paid or not.
Now, Witterspawn, you're asking what was in the box. It's an alien figure with the egg inside and a few accessories.
Yeah, I've got one of those.
And you were talking about Ghostbuster stuff. Well, let me just throw the thumbnail back up.
Dave himself is a Ghostbuster.
So you see Aaron as a Teletubby, and this is me as a Ghostbuster, which I'm part of a local charity cosplay group in Buffalo here, where we actually dress up in full Ghostbuster gear year-round, fundraising for Toys for Tots and other charities. So, I literally do that all day long. And not every day, but we go out to different charities. And I have multiple uniforms, and I do have a couple packs. So I stay pretty busy.
I'm going to dive into that eventually, Dave. I'm going to dive into that eventually. I got some things I got to tackle. But Mega, your question is actually a really good one. I actually have my Grail item in my collection now, and that is the HG Dendrobium. I don't have it on me. I'd have to pull up a picture just to show you what this thing looks like. Let me see if I can pull it up on here. And is it okay if I share it, Dave?
Go right ahead. Yes. Waiting for it to populate here.
Let's see. There we go. And I am going to share my screen here. There we go. This kit right here, this beauty of a kit. And you see the price is now $413 on there. But there. Hang on. I just realized that it's not sharing the screen that I wanted it to share. And let's try that again, because I totally hit the wrong thing. But this kit right here, guys, this is a whopping 3-foot long kit. Like, when you set it from the base, from the back.
Are you sure you'll stay married if you get that kit?
Oh, I've got it. She approved
Oh.
of the buy. She was immediately like, buy it. I paid a lot less than that, though. I paid a lot less than that. I know you guys have heard me talk about the incident where I bought the kit, and yeah, it's really nice. It's the Gundam, and then the big base that you see there is actually like a mobile armor it rides in. But when I when they announced it for resale again, oh no, she approved it. Tracy, she approved it, and it's sitting in my backlog.
Nico, I'm kind of with you. I'm like, until Jen comes into the chat and says yes, I did approve it. Until she co-signs their comments, it's kind of like sure.
So
I think she meant crap.
No, she said cap, like calling it fake, calling it a lie.
Okay. I think he's messaging Jen right now.
I am right now.
What her response says, nah, Namiriel is a good person. As long as you feed her.
But legit, like when we saw the kit for sale again, she saw the me getting all ecstatic about it, and I bought it from a Canadian Gunpla sailor named Shokin and Gunpla. And she was like, pull the trigger. So I pulled the trigger, bought the kit. The guy messages me as the kit's coming into sale saying, I am so sorry, but we were unable to secure enough kits for that. And I immediately went into panic mode. I was like, well, what do I do? And we ended up finding it through another vendor. I think it was through it was through Gundam Pros. Yeah, Jen makes some killer brownies, but I ended up getting the kit, and I was waiting on Shokin to message me back, and I thought this was going to be another eBay incident with like the Alien Queen. So I messaged this guy, got no response immediately, then got a response. He was like, "Yeah, we'll refund you your money." So a couple of weeks roll by, and I don't get my money. So I'm like, dude, what's going on? No response. So finally, I reached out to eBay, or reached out to PayPal, who I'd used to get it, and PayPal was like, well, it's been a year since you made this pre-order, or half a year since you made the pre-order. You're kind of out of luck. And I said, I can't be out of luck with my money. That's my money. And so I reached out to the guy again, and he was like, oh my God, I am so terribly sorry. There was a communication issue, and I want to get you
there was.
Stuff. I want to get you stuff. He gave me a $400 credit for his store, and I loaded up on a perfect grade and some other stuff. Hardest kit I've ever built was
he that will not be named.
Actually, that wasn't one of the hardest ones. That was just one of the poorly built ones, so I can't really call that hard. Okay. The hardest kit I've ever built. It's a good question, Bree. It's a very good question. Was probably.
You're using her government name. I'm kidding.
Yeah. I would say it was probably that real grade crossbones that I built. I built the real grade crossbone Gundam.
Was that with like the soft goods cape?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one that had the little fighter jet that had the X pattern in it. Everything was so tiny on that kit that I had to be very careful not to break it. And it's a very delicate build, but at the same time, it was still one of my favorites. Magical Nico Notes, I actually did a kit bash on one. I don't. Yeah, I have some duplicates.
You have videos on some of your
I
did your first kit bash.
Yeah, I did a kit bash that looks pretty cool, and I think I posted a TikTok of it. I can try to see about pulling it up on TikTok real quick. Ed, I've got to make sure it doesn't have like copyrighted music.
Now, kit bashing, does that count if you build a Gundam but then do a different paint scheme? Would that be considered a kit bash, or it has to be two different kits? I'm asking for a friend.
I'm sorry. I was opening TikTok to see if I can find my video, and I got bombarded with weird noises. But I consider that a kit bash if you throw in bonus parts.
Okay.
Not yet, Alan. I have it in my backlog. I actually do have the RG Banshee in my backlog. I did the HG Unicorn, and I've done the HG Banshee, I think. I don't think I've done my Banshees yet. I need to build one of the Banshees.
Pull this up.
But I've got another kit I've got another kit group that I'm going to be doing a
several
kit bash
videos right here, guys.
Yeah. So there's my
bash.
kit bash of the I built the I called it the Death Scythe Awoken. And what it is I took the let's see if we can is that the final part too?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I just gotta skip through the commercial.
Yeah. But
great movie. Or at least I hope it's gonna be great.
Yeah, this is back in the day when I was using the
because you got Dwayne, Destination Stone,
Destination Stone, and
some idiot there. Jesus. Did you finish the kit on screen, or did you?
Yeah, I think I finished it on. Yeah, there it is. You can actually see it right towards the end there before you see my hand right there.
Yeah, that's your snowball, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there.
There we go.
So I use the base Death Scythe kit. Have a good night, Blue.
Sleeping Blue.
Sleeping Blue. Sleeping Blue. There we go. But I use the HG Barbatos Lupus Rex, the HG Death Scythe, and the wings from an SG Death Scythe Hell in the Waltz edition. And I made the Barbatos. I made this one. Basically, I used the hands and I used the arms and legs from the Barbatos. The a Sailor Moon series. You would like to see that? I've seen some kits, by the way, Maven, that were very. The color combination wasn't the greatest. So I'm definitely going to be working on maybe. I've got one in mind that I actually want to do a kit bash of next.
Just because she asked.
Yep. If I could ever find that another Nobel Gundam, I will do a Sailor Moon based off of Nobel.
So right there, there are Sailor Moon Gundam kits.
Yeah, that's actually from G Gundam. That's Nobel Gundam.
There you go.
Yep. And you can make it. Yeah.
It is such a thing.
We just got back into talking about Gundams and talking about how I have the HG Dendrobium finally Mirage. Oh my God! Yeah, that's one of the things. Yeah, careful, Dave.
He
gets a lot of fan service.
Yeah, it's stuff that is made. I mean, here you got
but
TikTok. We're not going there.
But I will say this: if I can get a hold to the Nobel, or at least the parts to make it like the Nobel, I could totally pull off a Sailor Moon with some of the 30-minute Sisters kits.
There you go.
But I actually have a kit bash in mind that I'm planning on working on soon, and that is yeah, you do have Nobel. You built it with us, yeah, back when we were back when we were doing our builds locally. But one of the kits that I will be working on soon is if anybody here has ever watched My Hero Academia, there's a character I like. It's Tokoyami, and Tokoyami is. He's like this. He's this dude with a bird a bird head that uses uses his shadow as a superhero quirk. And I actually have an idea for that using a Yagdoga kit and a couple other kits that I've got. Oh, there's Jen. By the way, Jen, can you tell them that you approved the Dendrobium buy? Nobody believes it. Everybody thinks that I lied about that. Now we wait.
Say my name and I shall appear like Beetlejuice. Nemuriel.
Ooh, nice. So there we go. If I can pick it up for the September reissue, I will definitely make that happen. That's right. Jen did find she found it the first time. All right, Mirage. This is why I love Mirage. Mirage can give me he can give me ideas.
Jeb.
Yeah.
Jeb.
You tried to say Jen and it came out Jeb. Never mind. Link too long. Gotcha. But she approved my purchase of the Dendrobium twice. The
Even
first
though it
time when
didn't
it
pan
failed.
out.
The first time when it failed, and the second time when it was approved. So, or second time when we found it. And I want to say I got it off of Gundam Place, or one of the other Gundam stores that I'd been looking into. Everybody saying hey to Jen. Like I said, Jen's a cornerstone for this community as well.
Now, it is a weeknight, so I know both Couldabayne and I work regular hour jobs.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of other people in this chat work
Good night, Bree.
jobs. Yep. Go ahead. Have a great night. Cap. Cap pops in the chat.
There's our Hermano right there.
This is the guy who you can help him and his family by going to the link in the video description below and donating to the GoFundMe to help him and his family in their time of need. Yep. So please consider doing that, guys.
Captain Spaulding's a great member of this community.
Everybody's saying goodnight to everybody else.
Ooh, nice. Build series has got a lot coming up. That'll be fun.
But it's time for us to wrap things up. Aaron, obviously we talked about all of your social media, but tell us what you got going on this week.
So this week, and Jen, respond to Tracy, please. You're being mean. I think she's trying to catch up, but anyway, this week we have Baldur's Gate this Wednesday. Thursday is the brand new playthrough of Jedi Survivor. I'm loving that game. It's a lot of fun. I definitely have found my next favorite playthrough.
I've heard people say it's a little short for their taste as far as the story.
I'm fine with that because that gives me time to beat it and move on to another game soon. So it's always worth it. Friday is Fortnite. Good time with great friends. Dave, I hope to have you in my squad. I hope to have a lot of players in my squad this week. And then Saturday is the day off. Sunday we're coming back to Gunpla Hangar. We're gonna finish up this bad boy right here. I'll bring that a little closer so everybody can get it.
I need to try and run to Hobby Lobby at some point.
Yeah, go get you a kit. Let's build you another Barbatos. I'm sure they have them, but I'll be working on that Fafnir Mark Alice, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. And if I finish that in time, I do have a 30-minute Sisters kit that I need to work on at some point. The Neverlia. I guess I'm saying her name right. Neverlia. That's one of my new pickups that I can't wait to build.
Okay, see, we have proof right here. Jen says that she will respond to Nico, but we'll see if it happens or not on the next episode.
Oh, there we go.
Mirage, hold on 1 second. It came. Nice. I ordered this from Amazon last week, and it came in. I just haven't opened it yet.
And Tracy, after Cheese Icon, yeah, we can totally do that. We can totally have you on. You have a permanent spot in the hangar anytime you want to come on. But yeah, Dave, again, I want to thank you for having me on here, brother. It's been a long time.
Not a problem. Like I said, I mean, when I started the Tuesday nights, I want to get everybody on here, trying to help them grow as much as possible.
Yeah.
And again, any replays, if you're watching this on replay, again, all the links are in the video description below for both Aaron and for the GoFundMe to help out our friend Captain Spaulding, to help out him and his family in their time of need. Please, if it doesn't take much, just a few bucks goes a long way, guys.
It does. It really does. I mean, that's how we've gotten. Yeah, they're talking about my Gunpla collection. We love you, Cap. It's not a problem. I don't have a problem with it. I can stop at any time, Jen.
Yeah, if she takes your wallet away.
Nah, she got to catch me first. But again,
so you're saying you're faster than Jen? That's what I'm hearing now.
Oh yeah, I've got that Kevin James speed.
Speaking of which, I kind of heard something over the weekend. There's a kind of like a family kind of Christmas book that was recently published. And they're supposed to be adapting it into possibly a short film with him and his TV wife, Leah Remini.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know when that's coming out because over the weekend I heard some pretty awesome stuff this past weekend because, it's Buffalo. You just never know what you're going to come across. But should be some cool stuff. So I overheard that. I heard some people talking. I was like, "Oh, that sounds interesting." But we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But that's all we have for this week's Tuesday Night Talks. I don't have a guest scheduled for next week. Wink, wink. So if anyone wants to hop on, you know what you have to do. You have to message me at Daves_Dimension or email me at davesdimension78@gmail.com. That goes for you, Nico.
Yep.
So
I was about to say, can I recommend her?
Yeah, you can recommend
her. Can I volunteer her as tribute?
But she also has to get on the keyboard and actually do the messaging.
Yep, Tracy, you heard that? You heard that, Tracy? Send him a message on Instagram tonight so you can get on there.
Runs
Tuesday.
Just saying, and that goes for anyone else out there who. Yeah, that's what we said. That's what we said.
Yep, we want you, Tracy. We want you.
And that goes for anyone else who might be watching this on replay or watching this live. Please just message me at Daves_Dimension on Instagram or Daves_Dimension78@gmail.com. And also, if anyone's watching, they would like to collab in any shape or form, not just on Tuesday nights or on any future videos or content, please let me know in either in the comment section below or in the socials. But guys, until next time, you know what I'm going to say. I say it every single time.
Good night.
Keep on busting. No, that's sleeping.
No.
Keep on busting, and we're always going to catch you on the flip side. Take care, guys.
I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round.